us never.
Well, now I just don't know what to say. Now that you said that, pointed it out.
Being streamed.
All this pressure
on.
to talk now all of a sudden.
Are we live? Wait, is this live?
Meeting is
We're
now
going live.
Kids. Oh
okay.
my god.
Oh, wait. Justice for KP. Let this man back into Yankee Stadium. All right.
Thank you.
That's the only shout out I need.
BKP.
Okay, since we're live, here's a list of all my confessions in life that I would
And
like
we
to
are
go ahead and
live.
do. I just had a kid message me being like, you can't extend the grade deadline. I asked you beforehand. Child, I've been chasing you for a month to do these quizzes, and they like shut down by the city 2 hours and 12 minutes ago. No, it can't be extended. Do the quiz when I gave it to you.
Okay, so the link for it is in the
Amen.
everyone chat, and I'm just going to tweet it out on Twitter.
I'm about to go off.
I hope this child is watching you out them on the internet right now. and they
Listen, I didn't
feel
say his
bad about
name,
themselves.
so it's fine.
But they'll know. They'll know who they are.
They know who they are.
If this
Okay.
is what they get me for, I mean, they're missing a whole lot of other video then.
Oh no. I'm saying it's a good thing. Maybe they'll learn.
I doubt it.
Okay, so we're about to start. Welcome, everyone, to season 4 of Savior of the Damned. I'm your host, Reno, and I want to thank you all for spending your Friday night with me. It's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a great night. So before we get into that, I would just like for everyone to go around and introduce themselves. So we'll start with me and my prod team, and then we'll get everyone else to introduce themselves as well. If you guys wouldn't mind, I think everyone's done this already, but if you wouldn't mind just putting your pronouns in brackets next to your name, if you haven't done so already. So I'll start with me. I'm Reno. I'm your host, hosting you from Etobicoke, Ontario, Canada. And we're in season 4. I cannot believe it. Really excited to host you guys tonight, and it's going to be a fun game. And next we'll go with, so we'll do my prod team. We'll go with Jess.
Hey everyone, I'm Jess, 27 years old. Don't know why I said that, but you need to know my age apparently. I am currently in Caledon, Ontario. And I am not only a mod in one of your rooms, but I'm also tallying votes and sending you your voting forms. So yeah, happy to have you all on board.
She's our crypt keeper for tonight.
Always.
Always. That's her signature room. Next, we'll go with Connor.
Hello. I wasn't listening to what the prompt was, but I'm Connor. I live in Washington. I'm currently drinking iced coffee and excited to yell at you all.
Isn't he always? Next, we'll go with Santi.
Hi everyone, my name is Santiago. I am from Austin, Texas, and I am your dungeon master who will also be yelling at you guys shortly. So please don't watch Room Limits so I can yell. Thanks.
And we have our wonderful guest mod, the beautiful Queen of the Monarch, and from last night, and our season 1 runner-up and alumni who agreed to guest mod tonight, who I'm very thankful for. That's Katie.
Aw, thanks for that. That was so nice. I will follow Jess's lead here. I am Katie, or K2, either way. I am 33, because you need to know my age too. I am in Hampton, Virginia currently, and I am going to be in the graveyard tonight. And I'm drinking tea, because apparently I like to follow someone else I know's lead and have the tea. And I will not be yelling at you, maybe, because I'm nicer than other people, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
I
We
will
don't
yell
know.
at you. We don't know. We'll see which Katie shows up tonight. Have fun.
Look at her with the backgrounds, and here I am just in my study. Okay, so next I'd love everyone else to introduce themselves. If you just want to say your name, where you're from, your pronouns, and anything you want to say about yourself at the start of the game. So I'll go with the order and how you show up on my screen. So we'll begin with Missy.
Okay. It was bad timing. My name is Missy Information. I am New Jersey's nicest psychic Gemini drag queen. You can find me on your local corner. My pronouns are she, I guess, right now, today, but I don't care what you call me as long as you call me. And I am really excited to play with you all tonight because this is a really cute group. And you don't need to know my age.
Thank you. What an awesome intro. Next, we're going to go with Carrie.
I have to follow that up? Like, what the fuck?
Better you than me.
I'm Carrie. I already forgot what I'm supposed to tell you. So, pronouns are she, her. I'm in Chicago. And the only thing that you need to know about me is I support KP being banned from Yankee Stadium. I'm just kidding. Unban the guy. Unban the guy.
Wow.
All right. Next, we have Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben. Pronouns are he, him. From Chicago, and yeah, something. Let KP back into Yankee Stadium, maybe, pretty please. Yeah.
I gotta change the name of the game to just get KP back. This is just a.
Can we get it trending on
campaign?
Free
Twitter?
KP.
Yes.
Free KP.
Free KP. Okay, next we have Cole.
Hi, everybody. My name is Cole. I am 19 and I live in Columbia, Missouri. You know, I really don't know any fun facts off the top of my head. I bet I can think of one later, possibly, but I don't know right now. But I'm excited to play this game in a while, actually. So I'm really, really excited. But yeah, excited to play this game.
Okay, next we have Kevin.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Kevin, 22 years old, he, him pronouns, also in New Jersey, and I don't know what else to say. It's been a minute since I've played games and things like that, so excited to play a game. And look, I'm not a sports guy or anything like that, but KP, got to get you back into Yankee Stadium. Just gotta continue that trend. You know, that's the theme of the night. So gotta go with that. Very excited to play.
By the way, there's going to be a competition in the game that involves getting KP back into Yankee Stadium.
Yes, this is music to my ears.
I'm here for it.
How many times did people say it during the intros?
Okay. Next we have Stark.
Oh, hi. I'm Stark. I use he, him pronouns. I am currently living in South Korea, right outside of Seoul. I am a theater nerd. And I'm writing a book. That's a fun fact. And I am younger than my wife. Thank you.
Nice. Next we have Keisha.
Hi, everybody. I'm Keisha, and I'm whatever age you want me to be, if that means you won't vote me out. And I use she, her pronouns. And let me get my little prompt that comes up. Yes, free KP. I'm supposed to say, please let KP back into Yankee Stadium. My fun fact is I love sports, and I've been to Yankee Stadium, a whole bunch of other stadiums, and my goal is to visit all of the baseball, basketball, and football stadiums in America. And if I could hit Canada, that'll be great too.
Okay, next we have Will.
Sorry. Hey everyone, my name is Will. He, him pronouns. I'm 36. Yeah, that's an age. And fun fact: if you see any flashing out there, that's because there's currently a severe thunderstorm going on outside, which I don't think my apartment tends not to lose electricity, so I should be good.
Hopefully it doesn't. Next, we have Courtney.
Hi, I'm Courtney. I am 20 years old from upstate New York. And something you should know about me. I'm excited to play tonight, and I guess you can free KP, but if he's banned, maybe there's a reason he's banned. No, I don't know.
There is definitely a reason. I'll concede that.
Well, next on my screen seems to be the star of these intros, the wonderful KP.
Thank you. I very much appreciate the support. It's very timely because New York just officially reopened. There's 50,000 people at Yankee Stadium tonight for the first time in like 2 years.
God.
But to backtrack, yes, I am KP, 34 years old, he, him pronouns. I live in New York. To put a positive spin on this, I am allowed at 29 out of 30 Major League Baseball stadiums, which is, I think it's not that bad. And yeah, I guess a different subject. For my day job, I work in research and development for food companies, like inventing new types of cookies and chips and snack food products. And yeah, that's me.
Okay.
You're the reason I've gained weight during quarantine.
Probably. Me too. Next, we have Manda.
Hey, y'all. I'm Amanda. I'm 33, about to be 34. I would love to know more of this story about KP. Let's see. Majored in theater, in acting. Currently, right now, I'm an improv actor. I live in Arkansas. I have 2 kids and probably way too many cats. Oh, and sorry, my pronouns are they, them. Sorry.
Okay, next we have Darian.
Hello. My name is Darian. I am 24 years young. I reside here in Maryland. And speaking of baseball, I guess a fun fact is I played baseball for 12 years and I played D3 in college.
Nice. And last but not least, we have JD.
Hi, I'm JD. I'm from Brooklyn. I use him pronouns. Fun fact about me, I guess I'm a Cancer, both astrologically and metaphorically. Take that as you will. And yeah, free my boy KP.
Did I say it right? Is it JD or Jade? I don't know if I said it right.
JD.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure if I was hearing it wrong. Okay, so those are some wonderful intros. Now that we have those out of the way, I am going to get to explaining the rules for the game. Okay, so I am just going to share my screen with you all. Not my computer being so slow. Can you guys all see?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I can see. I don't want to speak for the group.
All right.
Yes.
So welcome to
think you're
Saviour of the Damned,
Yeah, I
season
see it.
4. Okay. So the game. Each round, you're going to be given time to strategize within breakout rooms and within the room limits, which I will say at the start of each round, and your moderators will enforce. At the end of the round, you're going to head back to the main room to cast your votes. Now, At the end of each round, you're going to have a choice as to what type of vote you can cast. You can either cast a vote to eliminate somebody from the game, or you can cast a vote to make somebody a savior for the next round. If choosing to cast a vote to make somebody a savior, you cannot vote for yourself. Okay, so you can either cast an elimination vote or cast a vote to make someone a savior, but if you choose to go the savior route, you cannot vote for yourself. The person who receives the highest amount of elimination votes will be eliminated from the game, and the person who receives the highest amount of savior votes will be secretly named a savior for the next round. The eliminated player will then have to publicly nominate 5 people to be the damned for next round. These people will be the only ones eligible to be eliminated. The eliminated player will also secretly will a nullifier to another player remaining in the game. This is done by the eliminated player messaging the host and the host messaging the player who is receiving the nullifier. So in round 1, everyone is eligible to receive both elimination and savior votes. But from round 2 onwards, only the damned players that are on the block can receive elimination votes, while all players, including those that are damned, can receive savior votes. And remember, you cannot vote for yourself to be a savior. So after the damned have been determined for the round, I, the host, will instruct everyone in the game to mute and go off camera. I will then secretly message the person who was voted to be the savior for this round. The savior can save up to a maximum of 3 damned players from the block and remove them from the elimination block, or they can choose to save no one. The savior will save people by messaging me, the host, the name or names of the person they are saving, or they can message me the word none if choosing to save no one. If the person who is named the savior for the round was also put on the block as one of the damned, they are allowed to save themselves. So if you get damned by the previously eliminated player and you were also voted to be the savior, you can choose to save yourself as one of those people that the savior saves. If a player is eliminated, so this is a twist, it says twist for season 2, but this is a twist that I included after the first season. So if a player is eliminated within the first 4 rounds of the game, they will not go home. They will still get to stay in the game and strategize with other players. They'll still count as part of the room limits, and they will still cast votes. So you have the same, if you do get eliminated within the first 4 rounds, you're still in the game. You still have the same rights and privileges as any other player left in the game. The only thing that's different is that you are immune from being damned for the next round because obviously you have already been eliminated, so you can't go up on the block again. So round 5 will be the redemption round. In this round, everyone will strategize, including the first 4 eliminated players. And at the end of this round, so normally it was supposed to be one is going to return and one's going to come. One will return and one will be eliminated. We have one player that didn't show up, so we're just going to have to modify it. So the only thing that's going to happen this round is that one of those first 4 players will come back into the game. And for this round only, you're not going to have 3 choices. You'll have 2 choices of what type of vote to cast. You can either cast a savior vote or a redemption vote. A savior vote can be to make somebody a savior for the following round, or you can cast a redemption vote to redeem one of those first 4 eliminated players and vote them back into the game. So if you're eliminated within the first 4 rounds, the redemption round is basically your last chance to get back in, and you have to be voted back in by everyone else who's still left in the game. So the nullifier. The nullifier can be used to nullify either elimination votes or savior votes that are cast towards a player in this game. If choosing to play a nullifier, you'll have to specify on your Google form, which is, we're going to give that to you after I finish the rules. At the time of voting, you have to specify that you're playing one, specify the person that you're playing it on, and specify what type of votes are being nullified. The last round that a nullifier can be used is in the final 5. Each round, I will announce if a nullifier is played successfully or unsuccessfully, but I will not specify whether it was used to nullify elimination votes or savior votes. So that'll be up to you guys to determine and strategize around. If you have more than one nullifier and you would like to play multiple nullifiers on the same vote at the end of the round, then you would fill out a second Google form and only fill in the fields that pertain to the nullifier section. So the Google form, we'll show it to you after. It has 3 questions on it. It'll say, or 4 questions. It says, what round is this? What's your name? Who are you voting for? And what type of vote you're casting? And then beneath that, there's 3 things that pertain to a nullifier. It asks you if you're playing a nullifier, who you're playing it on, and what type of vote you're nullifying. So if you're choosing to play one, or if you're not choosing to play it, just leave it blank. If you're choosing to play one, you fill out that section. And if you want to play more than one and you want to play that second one on the same round, you fill out another form and you just fill in the bottom 3 questions that pertain to the nullifier. So tie votes. If there's a tie for the highest amount of elimination votes, the people in the tie will go on a wheel, and whoever it lands on will be eliminated. If there is a tie for the highest amount of savior votes, then there will not be a savior named for the next round. I will not say whether or not a savior has been named for that round. So you'll have to try to strategize and determine whether or not there is a savior for the round. If the same person receives the highest amount of both elimination and savior votes, then the elimination votes will take priority and they are eliminated from the game. The person with the second highest amount of savior votes would then be secretly named the savior for the following round. The exception to this rule is within the first 4 rounds. So if in the first 4 rounds, the same person gets highest elimination and highest savior, that person can still be the savior because they're still in the game at this point. They're still voting, they're still strategizing. So within the first 4 rounds, if the same person gets highest elimination and highest savior, yes, they're eliminated from the game, but they can also still be the savior because they're still in the game, so to speak. After the redemption round is over, then if the same person receives highest elimination and highest savior, elimination votes will take priority and they'll be voted out, and the person with second highest amount of savior will be savior for that round. If all elimination votes that are cast in a round were nullified by a nullifier, then any remaining damned players who did not receive any elimination votes will go on a wheel to determine who's eliminated. So for example, if there's 4 damned players and only 2 of them got votes, and both of those players had nullifiers that were played on them for elimination votes, then the other 2 damned players that were on the block will go on a wheel to determine who was eliminated. If, for example, you have 3 damned players on the block and only 2 of them get votes, and both of those players had nullifiers played on them, then by default, that 3rd person will be eliminated because they're the only one else that was eligible to be voted for to be eliminated. So yes, it is possible to be eliminated by default in this game in certain instances. So be very, very careful, and it has happened before in previous seasons. If all of the damned players for the round had nullifiers played on them for elimination votes, then the remaining players that are left in the game will go on a wheel to determine who is eliminated. The only players in this circumstance who would be safe would be the damned players who had nullifiers played on them and any damned players that were removed from the block initially by the savior. So yes, the savior can go on the wheel and be eliminated in this circumstance. At certain points in this game, the amount of players that the previously eliminated player can damn will decrease by 1, and so will the amount of damned players that the savior can save. So I will announce when this happens. So we're going to start off with damning 5 people, and the savior can save a maximum of 3. But as the numbers start to dwindle down, it'll decrease to only damning 4 people, in which case the savior can only save maximum of 2, and then it'll go down to only be damning 3 people, and the savior can save maximum of just 1. Once there are 9 players left, the previously eliminated player will no longer will a nullifier to someone left in the game. So your end game, there will be a final 3 with a jury of 7. At the final 4, the 2 players who have the highest amount of unnullified savior votes that are cast for them will be safe. and they will be guaranteed a spot in the final 3. So strategize wisely with who you vote to be a savior, and strategize wisely with how you use your nullifiers. Remember, you can use your nullifiers to nullify elimination votes, but you can also use them to nullify savior votes for people. So just remember, the 2 people at the end who have the highest amount of unnullified savior votes are safe, and they go to the final 3. There will then be a vote, and the last person will be voted out. And all I will say is be careful who you vote out, and be careful who you put onto the jury, because that can factor into how that vote goes. That's all I can say about it right now. There's a potential for another twist to happen at the final 4 with regards to the final 4 vote, but I will keep this a secret and reveal it only if it happens. So general rules: no cheating, no DMing people of any kind, zero tolerance policy for any type of offensive or inappropriate, so racist, homophobic, transphobic, ableist, sexist remarks towards other players that cross a personal line. If you hear a comment like this being said, please inform me or a moderator ASAP, and I will remove that person from the game and act accordingly. Be respectful and be appropriate with how you interact with fellow players, and keep it game related and not personal. This is a game for no money, and the point is to have fun. I was in a couple games last week where things got really nasty towards me and towards other players. I don't want that to be an experience for anyone here. So remember, this is just a game. You might have to make moves against each other, but remember, just keep it game related. Don't make it personal. So play hard and have fun. Okay, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Does anybody here have any questions?
I just want to say, I love these rules. I love how this game is played out. This is awesome.
Oh, thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that.
No problem.
I have a quick question, Reno.
Sure,
I
Keisha.
just want to make sure I understand the nullifier.
Of course.
So when you play the nullifier, so if I say I want to play the nullifier for Reno,
yes,
then that just means any votes cast for you, whether I'm playing it as an elimination or a savior, don't count.
No. So on the form, and maybe Jess, do you mind sharing the form in the chat? Maybe it's just easier if they see it.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Just give me 1 second.
So on the form, the last 3 questions will ask you, are you playing a nullifier? And then the question beneath that says, who are you playing the nullifier on? And then the question beneath that says, please specify what type of votes you're nullifying for the above person. So when you play the nullifier, you have to make the decision to whether you want to nullify elimination votes for that person or savior votes.
No, I get that part. I meant like whichever, based on which one I choose.
Oh, yes.
If I chose elimination, all elimination votes against you, if I said Reno,
correct,
would be eliminated.
For that round, yes,
that
correct.
Round. That's what I meant. I'm sorry to cause confusion. Okay.
It's okay, yeah.
So it's like all or nothing. Got it.
Yeah, but so if you want to nullify both elimination and savior votes for someone in the same round, you would need 2 separate nullifiers to do that. Okay, good question. Jay, I believe it was JD. Yes.
Yeah. So I know that like you could be eliminated and become the savior in the same round, but could you become the savior in a round after you've been eliminated for those first 4 rounds?
Yes. Okay. Yes. So the first 4 eliminated players within the first 4 rounds, they are eligible to receive savior votes after they've been eliminated. So theoretically, yes, you can be a savior within those first 4 rounds if you're eliminated.
Okay.
The savior has to name 5 people at the beginning. They have to name 5 people, right?
No. So the first eliminated player will have to name 5 people to damn. And if there is a savior, they can save up to a maximum of 3. They don't have to save anybody. They could save none. They could save 1. They could save 2. They could save 3. But the savior, go ahead.
The person that's damned always has to name 5, or once it gets to the point 4. So theoretically, an eliminated player could name 5, and then if they are the savior and they only wanted 2 people to be nominated, they could remove the other 3.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
But an eliminated player can only still be the savior within the first 4 rounds. After that, once you're voted out, you're voted out. Yeah. Anything else? You sure? Okay, if you have any questions as we move along, please don't be afraid to ask me or a moderator for clarification. I'm more than happy to clear it up. Okay, so we are going to begin. So the first round, you are all eligible to receive both kinds of votes because we don't have a previously eliminated player yet. So because of that, I normally give you guys 4 minutes to strategize, but for the first round, I give you a bit of extra time. I give you 6 minutes, just so you can kind of figure that out. But from round 2 onwards, when we have actual damned people to choose from, it's a little bit less time. Okay, so I give you 6 minutes. You'll have a 30-second countdown to let you know when the breakout rooms are going to close. Is Will in the dungeon right now for some reason? No, I don't know why it said that. Okay. So room limits will be 5. There are 4 rooms to choose from. I will float between breakout rooms. But yes, room limits are 5 and you have 6 minutes to strategize.
We go now?
Yep, go now. Good luck.